In this video, you're gonna learn how to find hundreds of content ideas in minutes. As you know, when it comes to SEO and content marketing, one of the hardest parts of doing it is coming up with content ideas, because once you sort of establish the main low-hanging fruit content topics that you can cover, you kind of run out of internet and you feel like I have nothing else to cover. But in fact, there are usually a lot of content topic ideas out there that you can still cover. The challenge is finding them. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find high quality content ideas for your site in a few minutes. Let's get started. So your first step is to head over to the content marketing area of Semrush and click on topic research, and then enter a topic that is in your niche. Now, depending on your niche, you may want to do something super specific like organic dog treats, or something broad like pets. I actually recommend doing both because this can help you discover the widest range of topic ideas. So this does take a minute to run. So I ran a search for digital marketing earlier because that's a topic that we can all sort of understand, and you can see how this feature works and how it generates ideas and why it's better in a lot of ways than using a traditional keyword research approach, where usually when you enter digital marketing into a keyword research tool, it's going to show you variations of that. So digital marketing for beginners, digital marketing for experts, and those are helpful keywords to know if you're in that space, but they're usually variations of that keyword. The cool thing about topic research is that it actually understands what the topic is and generates topic ideas that aren't directly related, but they're indirectly related. So for example, in the case of digital marketing, you can see that it came up with a lot of really interesting subtopics that are related, but again, aren't just variations of digital marketing. Things like Facebook ads, social network, content marketing, email marketing. These are all topics that you can maybe write about or cover. Again, these are topics, not necessarily keywords that you're going to go after, because unless you have a huge authoritative site, a lot of these are going to be too competitive, right? Like Google ads, Facebook ads, affiliate marketing, content marketing. Again, this is different than a keyword research tool. You're just generating more in the brainstorming side of ideas that you can come up with and then drilling down later into keywords. So let me show you a quick example. So let's look at email marketing for a second. This is an area that I know well, and it's related to digital marketing. Again, if you just enter digital marketing into a tool, this typically isn't going to come up. That's why this topic research is so important and so helpful. So what it does is it'll show you the subtopic volume, which is the search volume of all of those subtopics combined. So if you were to take email marketing and all the other related subtopics to it, that's the total search volume. And as you can see, it's quite a difficult topic. So depending on that, you might just want to go to a different topic altogether. So if you're seeing that, wow, the difficulty here, even if I find a subtopic of email marketing, it might be too challenging, you might want to, go with a different card. But generally, it's still good to look at it just to see. And sometimes you can even find some hidden gems. So what it's showing you here are the headlines that are doing well and are related to email marketing, and then questions that people are asking online about email marketing. And these are usually not super competitive because these are more, top of the funnel questions that people are asking. So something like email marketing software is a topic within email marketing, but it's super competitive, right? Versus a question like, why is email marketing powerful, or why is email marketing important, or how to build a targeted email list for email marketing. These are all like really good questions that if you're in this space that you could answer. Another cool thing about this feature is that you can track any sort of topics that you think might be interesting as a favorite. So let's look at how to start email marketing for small business, a great marketing keyword. You can add it to your favorites and then make sure that you go back to it later on and making sure you write about this. So you could actually create an entire topic list just from this feature alone. So let's go to another one, influencer marketing. Let's look at how to connect with an influencer on digital marketing. Yeah, it's a little bit oddly phrased sometimes because people phrase things oddly online, but also these can come from the people also ask area in Google. But the idea is more to look at them for topic idea generation. So how to connect with an influencer for influencer marketing would be a great question. How to drive traffic to your website using influencer marketing. This is good. But again, you don't have to phrase these exactly if you answer them with your content. It can just be like, how to use influencer marketing to get more traffic, and just save them over time. And then once you have your favorites, you can go to your favorite ideas. And this is literally like a topic list that you can export and send to a writer, and they can start working on them right away. A couple other things I wanted to show you before I end this tutorial is there's a nice tab for trending subtopics first. So if you just want to focus on things that are trending a little bit instead of topics that are a bit more on the evergreen side, then you can do that. You can also use the Explorer feature to view these things in a totally different way, which can basically show you content in that space that's doing well based on content that's already performing. The Overview tab helps you see the top 10 headlines by the number of backlinks that they've received and 10 interesting questions in the space, along with some subtopics that are trending or top, depending on what you want to see in that space. And then they also give you related searches that you can see for more specific keywords. So this is more of the keyword end. And this is where you can take this topic research to something practical. You can just write about these topics that you favorited in a lot of cases, especially if you're targeting more long tail stuff and not things like email marketing or influencer marketing. But if you want to just get into the weeds and find related searches, you can do that very easily. Finally, there's a mind map that you can use that displays a lot of these topics in a different way and helps you find topics that aren't directly related to the keyword that you put in. So if you put in digital marketing, you can see that things like digital media, real time, paid advertisements, these are topics that are tangentially related to digital marketing. And it's more of a mind map to help you, again, brainstorm different ideas. So for example, in terms of potential customers, this is a whole world of opportunities right here. So instead of looking at marketing related keywords that are all about email marketing, influencer marketing, people also search in Google using how to find customers, how to find potential customers, how to identify potential customers, how to research potential customers. And this is a whole avenue of topics and subtopics that you could potentially cover. And if you click on this subtopic, you can see the headlines, the questions, the related searches, all that good stuff. And then you can even put potential customers back into trend research and get even more related topics, or put this into a keyword research tool in Semrush and get more specific keyword ideas around what people are searching for when it comes to customers and potential customers. So there you have it. In this video, you learned how to find dozens, if not hundreds of content ideas in just a few minutes using Semrush. And I'll see you in the next video.